We gotta talk, you guys.
So
Alright, so, episode 957, bro. Oh, fucking hell, man. I literally just woke up, and I was actually laying in bed for the first 10 minutes thinking about what the fuck just went down in this episode. There's just so much shit. So much. And then I'm like, I wake up, I look at my video. This shit's got almost like 30,000 views already. So many people talking, and I'm so scared to read any comments in there. So scared. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to see. I know what just went down is like the catalyst for a shit ton of stuff about to go, more things that are about to happen in the future. And I don't want anybody to tell me anything that I shouldn't know, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to read any of it. Maybe when I first dropped the video, I read a few comments, a little bit, but now I'm not touching it at all. Not at all. So I just rewatched the episode, and I took down my own notes, and I just need to get my thoughts out there. All right, especially get ready for this next episode. You guys are hyping up so much. I mean, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I was like, all right, let me rewatch the episode. Let me write down a few things and make sure I got everything straight, right? So the first thing I wrote down on my notes here is like, yo, that animation in art was wild. I mean, it was just so good. It was basically a mini movie. It was a miniature movie. It might have even been like, basically, I felt like I was watching like an OVA or a real quick 20-minute special to get us ready for what the fuck is about to happen. But I don't want to. Well, it's just a lot, right? So, all right. The first thing I understand is that Alabasta is pretty much like in shambles, right? How did that happen? You know, especially after the king was just at the reverie, and he seemed fine. He didn't really seem like his kingdom just got destroyed, right? So it must have happened like right afterwards or something like that. And I think it was Aimu who probably ordered some kind of sneak attack on Alabasta to get Vivi. And I think Vivi is the one that died, actually. I think that's who died. I don't think it was Sabo. I kind of refuse to. Maybe I'm in denial. I don't think it's Sabo, though. Like, they would never. Oda would never do me like that. He would never do me like that. He's done me like that in the past, like killing off a character I like, but it was always in a way. Like, you see it, and it was, like, extravagant the way they died, you know what I mean? Like, he would never kill Sabo off camera, right? So I think Sabo just got captured. You know, he was fighting Fuji and them, and he lost the battle. I mean, it's Fuji. Fuji's kind of broken. I think he lost the battle. He got captured, and they have a date for his execution, just like Ace. I think that's what happened to Sabo, and that's why everybody in the revolution were reacting the way they did. I feel like they were more reacting as if they just read like, oh, Sabo is up for execution. Not that Sabo is dead, like was killed. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I felt like, like Dragon and all of their reactions were like. If it was like he was actually dead, even though it's morgues telling you that, I feel like it would have been more. You know what I mean? Whereas the people in Alabasta, when they showed us them, all crying, like, absolutely broken. Some of them were on the floor crying. That was more believable as they just read, oh, Vivi has died, right? Alabasta is in shambles and shit. So that's what I think about that right now. For now. Please don't spoil, you guys. I know you guys in the manga readers. Don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything in the comments. We're not talking about anything that hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? We're just assuming assumptions, theories right now for us anime onlys. What else do I have here? And then, all right, so I was confused at. I did miss this when I watched it the first time. Why are they abolishing like the warlords? Like, why are they, you know what I mean, like canceling them out and shit? Why are they all after them and stuff? It makes total sense though. It's because two warlords basically destroyed two kingdoms, or tried to destroy two kingdoms. One tried to enslave the entire kingdom. You know, Alabasta and Dressrosa, Crocodile and Doflamingo. Two warlords abusing their powers because they can, and these are two countries that are that attend the reveries, right? So they both voted to disband the warlords, and it passed. I'm surprised it passed, but it's like, I guess they thought of it as like, all right, well, if they have this much power, they can just go off and attack any of us in the that attend the reverie. You know, like, why do they have this much power? It just doesn't make sense. You guys barely use them for anything, so they're basically getting the whole cake. You know what I mean? Whereas you guys are getting only a slice of the cake, so it doesn't make sense to do it. So they were like, all right, well, yeah, you're right. Fuck it, let's just kill them all. let's just kill them all. But the problem with that is the warlords are really fucking strong, except Buggy. I mean, Buggy, it could be really strong, but, you know, he's not. But he's good at using people, so he's got that for him. Speaking of Buggy, I don't know why you guys keep saying I missed the golden line, the funniest part of the episode. Yo, bro, it wasn't that funny. It's Buggy. What else do you expect? And yes, I did see it. I didn't really care that much. I cared more about the episode ending than whatever the fuck Buggy's up to. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted that shit to keep going. So when I saw the to be continued, I was like, oh, come on, bro. And of course, Buggy wants to run away while convincing his people to fight. Yeah, it's funny, but I mean, like, why do you guys so hang up on a reaction about that? Jesus. I was surprised that so many people mentioned that. It's like, bro, I don't really care that much. But alright, so yeah, there's that. And then the Drake situation. That I didn't fully comprehend what they were talking about. I was trying to read everything at the as it was popping up on the screen, but there were subtitles and then the titles and all of that. But yeah, I understood that he was working with the Marines, but I didn't understand that he was the captain of the faction Sword, which is really, really, really in the shadows. Like, apparently, because the way Kobe, you know, like he saw Marines running by, he's like, oh shit, I can't talk here. Even though it's around Marines, it's like, damn, it's that secret, huh? And so yeah, so Drake is the captain of Sword, and he's a full-on Marine. He's like basically undercover, which is pretty fucking good. I never would have assumed or guessed that Drake was a full-on Marine. You know, if fucking Kaido ever finds out about that, what happened to Kid is the least of what's gonna happen to Drake. So he needs to chill. He needs to be careful, real careful. But yeah, also the fact that he's a Marine now, he knows everything that's going on in Wano. A lot of shit went down in Wano, so he relayed that to Kobe, telling him that the alliance between Big Mom and Kaido, which is the biggest news I think that's going down in Wano. The Marines but it doesn't really seem that Sword is like working with the world government too much, right? I think the Sword is literally just for the Marines. It's basically like the what's a good faction to use? Maybe like I want to say like CIA, but not really. CIA is so well known. I feel like Sword is just like really just for the Marines. It's kind of like just to get in there and find shit out, kind of like a secret society under the Marines that even the world government, they probably know about it, but they don't really have any influence over it. Because if they did, well, they probably, if they wanted to get rid of it, they probably could if they wanted to. But the fact that Sword didn't even know that Orochi was working with the world government, you know what I mean? So it's like there's some things that are going on that the world government doesn't know about the Marines, and then vice versa, right? So because Drake said he was stunned that Orochi. Well, no, he doesn't know if it's Orochi. He doesn't know that it is Orochi, but he knows somebody in Wano is working with the world government, right? As like some sort of spy or just in general. And then I don't think really that the world government knows about what's going on with Sword. So yeah, there's that as well. But yeah, like I was saying, I think Vivi is dead, bruh. I think she might be dead. Cause the major death is not Sabo. Like, let's be real. It's just not Sabo. It's not Sabo. Like, think about it. It's just no way. As much as they did with Ace's death, I mean, we had an entire arc around Ace's death. You know, rest in peace, Ace. I'm gonna be honest. If they killed Sabo off screen like that, I might stop watching One Piece, bro. I'm not. Honestly, I don't. I just don't like. You guys know how I am with those three brothers, and it's not like I want to see him die or anything like that, but I feel like he deserves something more than that. A lot more, you know. Like I feel like Sabo he grew, like he became more of a focused character than Ace did. You know, and Ace got like such a like I said, they did an entire arc around him, whether he's gonna die or not, and then he died, and they turned it into like a huge thing. Sabo, they wouldn't do him like that, bro. He's definitely up for execution though. Oh, 100%. The dude attacked the Reverie, you know? He was fighting with admirals and shit. And then they were like, oh, all right, well, we're going to move on from this. I hate when fucking Oda does that. He shows us something humongous. Humongous. And then, oh, well, let's go focus on this. You know, fuck it. There's so much shit going on, bro, all the time in One Piece. It's baffling. It really is. So that's my guess. My assumption is Alabasta got secretly attacked because of Aimu. Emu. Still don't really know how to say his name. Her name. He, her, whatever. Because you remember he had the wanted posters and Vivi was at the top of the list. Vivi was at the top. Right? So I'm still kind of upset that they would off-screen her, but maybe they're going to go back. Maybe later on they're going to show exactly what happened, right? But for now, I think Vivi got killed off somehow. Some shit went down with her and Alabasta, and Sabo lost the battle and got captured, and they're going to execute him. I think that's what makes sense through the reactions that I saw in that episode, right? Also, there was one more thing. Morgs. Also, rewatching that part with Morgs was fucking. That was nice. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, it was like watching a movie, bro. Yeah. So right after they relocated. Or began relocating, Homeboy told Morgs, oh, Walpole is calling. He said he's got some new information. I don't know if that's before or after, like, the newspaper drops. I guess it's before the newspaper drops. But I don't know which piece of information that Walpole presented him. Excuse me. And I don't, yeah. And why Walpole? How the fuck did he get his hands on some information? Like, which piece of information did he present? Was it, like, about Alabasta? Was it about the Reverie? The Warlords disband? You know? That's the only thing that I'm like... Well, not the only thing. There's a lot of things I'm in the dark about. But I was thinking about that. I'm like, well, what did he tell him? Maybe it's something that we still didn't even find out about or that they didn't even mention and shit. But yeah. So all right, yeah. Like I said, if I talk anymore, I'm just gonna be rambling. But yeah, those are the main things that I wanted to mention to you guys. So if you guys want to correct me and stuff like that, please do. I'll definitely be reading the comments this time. Just don't spoil. All right, manga readers, don't tell me anything. Like, don't confirm it. If you're a manga reader, don't answer any of my questions, basically, because I know you're right. You know you're right or wrong. You know what I mean? Don't confirm anything. I much appreciate being in the dark rather, and finding out on my own. But if you're anime only, then you can say whatever you want, basically. Not whatever you want, but you know what I mean? Like, you can assume or correct me if I missed something that was obvious in the episode or some shit like that. Or just, the usual. But yeah. Alright, guys. I just wanted to pick your brains for a little bit. Thank you for listening to my ramble. And I'm ready for this next episode, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Everybody keeps saying I'm not ready, but I'm ready. So let's do it. Let's go. This shit's about to pop off. Oh my god. All right. I'll see you guys then. Peace.